If you're new here, I'm a 52-year-old guy, started out at 284.6 pounds, trying to lose weight for a wedding in October using Carnivore. Can I do it? And how far have I come so far? How far along have I come so far? You get it. Anyway, let's check it out. All right, so where are we at? We started out at 284.6, and after 86 days, 13 weeks, we finally broke through the 30-pound barrier. I have lost 32 pounds, which is I'm so happy to be past that was like a little goalpost for me. Still got a few more months before the wedding, and I'm hoping to drop another, ideally, I would like to lose a total of 50 pounds, another 18 pounds. I don't know if we're going to get there. We're going to try, though. We're going to make sure that we do our best to get it. Also, this wraps up the week of the BBBE, which is beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And in this week, I lost 3.8 pounds. So that's awesome. I don't know what happened last week. Last week was kind of a, fluke. I was trying different things. I was exercising and walking and hiking and all this stuff, and my weight just wasn't budging. This week, I kind of broke through that plateau. So I am super happy about that. I don't know what I did different. There's not much deviation from last week to this week, but maybe my body just needed to adjust, which is totally okay. Maybe I overtaxed it with, I don't know, the hike, inflammation, water weight, whatever it is. Still figuring stuff out. So I'm learning. Hopefully you're learning. And thank you for all the comments and stuff. You people are teaching me tons and tons of stuff in the comments. One of the things that I did learn was that a plateau is not necessarily a bad thing. I know it sucks, right? Because your body's like, kind of stalls. But one of the things that a lot of people struggle with is when they lose weight, your body has like a set point. Like if you've been overweight for as long as I have, your body kind of wants a fight to get back to that weight. Like that's where it's comfortable, even though it's unhealthy, it's terrible for you. Your body wants to just like get back there. So it'll fight you. One of the things I heard about plateaus is plateaus are basically your body trying to reset and set a new set point. So, and it's also kind of like a state of equilibrium. So if you hit a plateau, which a weak plateau is not, some people get stuck with plateaus for a long time. But for what I've heard, it could be a reset of that set point. So your body won't necessarily try to get back up to your original weight. It'll try to get back to that set point. Or that new set point, I should say. So if that's what it is, I don't know. That's just read it somewhere. Actually didn't read it. I saw it on a Facebook reel, of all places. What else is going on? Had to add 3 new notches to the belt. And funny story, if you've seen it in another video, if not, I'll tell you. My fiance bought me 2 beautiful, beautiful leather belts with my name engraved on the end with a little anchor. And they're high quality, fantastic belts. But within several weeks of starting Carnivore, I was already past the last hole. So she went and had 2 more holes added. And then over the last several weeks, I have been at the end of that set of holes. So she had to bring it back. And the guy said, more holes? Like, this guy's losing weight like crazy. So that was kind of nice. That was awesome. Yeah, she actually took him to I forgot what the guy's technical name is, but he's like a shoe repair leather guy. So she didn't want to just punch holes in the thing like I would have, like a caveman. She wanted to have it done right. So anyway, so that's where we're at with that. What else? So also a couple other things. One of the things that I noticed is I tried eating earlier in the day instead of waiting till like 6 or 6:30, because I feel like that's like my weak point. Is you get, even though I like have some hard-boiled eggs after I work out, which I feel fine, but what I've been doing in the last week is I come home and I eat pretty much as soon as I get home from work, which is still early because like I still work. I work nights. I've mentioned this before. So I go in, I hit the gym at around 1:30 or so. I work out until 2:30. I have a meeting at 2:30 in my office, and then I come home and I work the rest of the evening. Well, what I have been doing this last week is I come home and as soon as I walk in the door, I log back into my computer, and then I fire up the air fryer, the grill, the griddle, whatever, and eat like as soon as possible before I get too hungry. And that has been tremendously helpful. That actually might be the whole reason that I'm doing better this week on BBBE than last week, because even though I was eating all the right stuff, I might have been eating too much. Also, another thing too, a lot of people are saying, gotta up your fat. I'm not avoiding fat at all, but some people are saying like when you're in a plateau or if you're, just in general, if you just want to lose more weight quicker, to like really, really up your fat. I am not vouching for that, but that's what I've been reading across Reddit and some of the other places that I, do the carnivore thing. So I will be adding more fat to my diet going forward. I'm going to try several different methods to up the fat. Oh, I want to touch on again the importance of electrolytes. I have been doing so good with like headaches and stuff. I've been having electrolyte drink mixes and or just taking like a teaspoon of salt and some water and drinking that down. It is working out so well. I can't tell you how good I feel. It just all the way across the board. If you keep your electrolytes up, for me, it's working out great. Clothes are fitting so much better. This shirt I bought a long time ago, several years ago, when I first started working out with my fiance. She wasn't my fiance yet. But the shirt was like very tight and whatever. So now it's actually kind of like very loose and flowy. So things are feeling better. Everything feels great. So yeah, week has been great. I'm feeling really good. I'm back in the gym. I'm working through this, that little tennis elbow, tendonitis, whatever it was. Doing very, very light weights, and I'm doing like almost like a not therapy. What's the rehabilitation exercises? And I'm feeling good today. I had a really good day at the gym. So with Labor Day coming up, that's going to be another thing. Testing myself on Labor Day because we're going down to the beach, and I'm going to try to behave. So wish me luck on that one. I tried a new way to cook bacon. I don't know if you guys are on Facebook or YouTube where you see that 40-year guy. Awesome dude. Love his stuff. And very rarely does he not like anything that he tries. He tried a method for cooking a lot of bacon in the microwave, which I am not a fan of, but I tried it, and here's how it went. Hey folks, trying a quick method for bacon this week. We're gonna do layers on parchment paper. I just saw this from the 40-year guy. Well, I just saw it last week. The 40-year guy. So you take your bacon and you cut it in half, and then you layer it with parchment paper. He did 3 stacks high, alternating parchment paper in between, and then 10 minutes in the microwave. So that's what I'm doing. I got the first layer down. I'm going to do 2 more, throw it in the microwave for 10 minutes, and see how it goes. Okay, so you might hear my steak cooking in the air fryer in the background. So yeah, we got 3 layers of bacon cut in half, and we're gonna put so 3 layers of bacon with parchment paper, and she goes. All right, so after 10 minutes, this is what we got. Oh, I don't know, that looks kind of good. Let's see. Okay. It's okay. It's bacon. I wouldn't do it again. Made it very hard. Dustin, I'm sorry. I don't know, maybe your microwave is different than mine, but I wouldn't do it this way again. I would do it in the oven, or next week we'll have a different way to do it, which is just frying it on a skillet or griddle. I tried that method that he had, and there's so much grease in here. The bacon comes out like hard, and I don't know. I think it's just better in the oven. It takes an extra 20 minutes, and you can do a lot more at once. But this is not ideal. I mean, it's still good, but I think my original way in week 11 was better. This is all right in a pinch. Like I said, unless he has like a different microwave, different power settings, whatever, but he didn't mention any of that. So we are gonna abandon the microwave method. I have tried several different things and they just never work out. I mean, it's not the same. So we will experiment with other methods. Sorry for all the background noise. I was cooking a steak in the air fryer too at the same time, so that sucks. But yeah, that bacon did not come out good. You may be able to tweak times and settings and power levels and whatever and get it better. He raved about it, and for me, it was a no-go. It was just, for me, the best ways are so far that I'll show you. I have another way I'm going to show you, but my 2 indoor ways are in the oven, which you can cook 2 pounds of it at a time in half an hour, or the air fryer. Air fryer is fantastic for 4 or 5 strips at a time. But there's one more that I might do another bacon video or whatever if you want to see that. If not, whatever. Anyway, so that's all I got for you this week. We finally blew past the 30-pound mark, 32 pounds. My total weight was 252.6, down from 284.6. 32 pounds. Awesome. And then 3.8 pounds this last week, eating nothing but beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, which was great too. And that's one other thing I do want to say before I sign off. I came in from work yesterday and I was starving. And I made steak and eggs with butter. And I wanted to just dive into the pantry and eat like crazy. And after having just a couple eggs and a decent steak, it was all gone. Out of all the stuff I've eaten, there's nothing more filling and quickly filling than steak and eggs. Like you get a good ribeye with a nice fat, marbling, like fat cap on it or marbling. I did not want to eat, and I ate, it was like, I think it was 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock by the time I actually ate. I was done the whole rest of the evening. I didn't want nothing. I had no cravings. I had no, urges or whatever. I drank water and I had a couple seltzers, which I don't know. It was great. So going forward, I think this is my new thing. I'm going to try to eat earlier and just knock out those cravings as soon as possible, because I don't get hungry. Like even after the gym, I'm not terribly hungry, but I have 3 hard-boiled eggs after the gym and I feel really good and that's it. Again, that's at like 2:30, right? 2:30, 2:45 every day. And then after eating those eggs, I don't know if it triggers it or if I just would have gotten hungry anyway, but I get home and I just want to dive into some stuff, pork and carnivore stuff, pork rinds. I have, very natural like beef sausage or just anything I got in the fridge, leftover steak, which there's very hardly ever need leftover steak, but, whatever else. But anyway, yeah, I want to dive into that stuff, and I try to hold off, and you nip it in the bud. You have the steak and eggs with some butter and some bacon. Gone. It's all gone. Hunger, pangs gone, urge is gone, cravings gone. Just drink water the rest of the night. Wake up feeling like $1 million. So that's week 13. In the books, done, 32 pounds, knocked it out of the park. I am ecstatic. So with that, I am gonna sign off, and you can click the thing and you can watch another thing. So with that, Captain Dave out.